The lifeblood of Napa County is our vineyards, and yes, they are also being impacted. It's especially challenging for the smaller, independent vintners.
Yeah, Jessica Aguirre joins us with the story of one winery owner who's been fighting to save his grapes. And Jessica, this is not the first time he's seen fire in his backyard.
No, not at all, Raj and Janelle. You know, nestled on the east side of Napa Valley, on the east of Atlas Peak, are 60 acres of just bucolic land. They have horses and cattle and, of course, grapes, Rhone varietal grapes. Loomis Estate Vineyards produces about 1,000 cases a year, and it is no stranger to fire. In fact, its 2018 release is called Ember, and that was way before the Atlas Peak fire that year surrounded the property on 3 sides. It was spared then, and out of that came the wine Fire, which is going to be released next year. This week, though, the LNU fire raised the stakes and proved less merciful. The fire ravaging Jeff Loomis's barn with his classic car collection, flames pushing right up to his pool, and of course, right through 90% of his vineyard. So how does Loomis make sense of this?
It is a perplexing thing, but I also know it's not something that we can control. We try to prepare as best we can for these situations. I look out, I see short-term devastation and long-term promise. I really try to focus on what can be done and how we can turn some bad into good and look forward to more positive and optimistic times.
And so will you be able to, now, you know, the harvest is just around the corner. Are you going to be able to harvest this?
Yeah, well, that's the big question. So imagine going to a grocery store and buying a bunch of grapes and holding it over your gas stove for 24 hours. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of fruit we can get. But my immediate thought was, we're a little different. We do 4 different harvests based on the number of varietals we have. So we were all set up for pretty much every week in September with a harvest schedule. My plan now is to try to make one wine, and as long as we can make a quality wine, I want to bottle it.
Yes, one quality wine that he can bottle, but then his plan is to actually donate that wine to the local restaurants with the understanding that they use 50% of the profits from what they sell that wine for themselves, and then 50% of the profit would go to a victims fire relief fund for local people in Napa. So very nice of him. So here's the name of the wine. Are you ready? Smoke.
Very fitting.
Loomis Wines, we will keep an eye on them. That's a great story. Thanks, Jess.